Paul, McGuire, Grimes, KSTP, Minneapolis, St. Paul, Joelle and Ariana, I'm so excited to talk to both of you today. I saw the prom on Broadway and loved every minute of it. And I think that the movie is such a strong adaptation of that. So kudos to both of you for being a part of something so special and unique.
Thank you.
Thank you, Paul. I love your bookcase.
Thank you. I have a huge movie collection behind me.
I love it.
Joellen, this is your very first movie. When did it sink in that you'd be acting alongside Meryl Streep, Nicole Kidman, and Kerry Washington amongst the rest of this phenomenal cast?
Oh, I mean, it's still like every single day, like that I had on set working with all of them was like the best day of my life. And it truly it took a while for me to just, like calm down on the inside and not totally like do like an internal scream every time I saw them. But I remember like my first day on set with most of them, we were shooting in the hotel lobby. It was one of the scenes in there. And I remember I walk in and I see like, Meryl and, everyone on the couches, like talking amongst each other. And I walk over and Meryl scooches over on the couch and pats the seat next to her. And she's like, come sit by me. And like in that moment, like she literally made room for me. And she also, figuratively made room for me. She made sure that I knew that, I belonged. And I mean, all of them, they remember their first films or one of their first films. And so they really did just make every effort to make sure that we felt that we were at home on set.
That is so relieving to hear when you have these like acting goddesses that are just so down to earth with you both of you on set. Now, Ariana, you have a variety of Broadway credits to your name. Did you get a chance to see the prom while it was running? And did you know that you wanted to be a part of it some way, in some fashion?
Oh, I saw the prom 3 times.
Nice.
And I stood for 2 of them. Standing room only, honey. I loved the show. I loved it so much. I laughed, I cried. I loved looking around and seeing how many different types of people there were in the audience.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember just thinking, wow, this is so special. This like gets to people in a different way. And I do remember sitting there watching so many of my colleagues do what they do best, which is make people feel. And I thought to myself, I'd love to be a part of this family in some way.
Yeah.
And then Ryan and Alexa came into my life, the casting director, Alexa Vogel, and it sort of just took off from there. So I'm so grateful. I'm grateful my wish came true because I think this story is so special.
Oh, completely. What do you want the queer youth of today to take away from this story?
I think if there's anything that I want the young audiences especially to take away from is that their chosen family is out there too. Like Emma is able to find her voice because she has the support of this wonderful chosen family of the Broadway troupe of actors of Alyssa and even at the end of Mrs. Green. And that's how she's able to find the strength to speak her truth. And for everyone out there watching that, their chosen family is out there too. And you don't have to be related to them by blood, but there are people out there who cannot wait to love you and support you, and you are not alone.
There's not much to add to that answer because she hit the nail on the head. But I would just remind people, I think this film is a beautiful display of the fact that the happy ending is possible. And I know we're coming off of, living in a very strange time, and hopefully we're moving into more of a time where we can continue to have this conversation around acceptance and tolerance and compassion. But overall, and most importantly, rather, the happy ending is possible. And if we believe in that and we stand in our authentic power, then ultimately all ends up being right with the world, right? Because there's nothing wrong with being who you are. And like Joellen said, people are ready and waiting to love you. So don't be afraid of letting your crown be seen. Wear your crown. Anybody heard the tune yet? We got a lovely little tune on iTunes. It's amazing. It's such a good song.
Well, a happy ending is possible, especially after watching this movie, because it just fills you with so much glee and heart, and of course tears as well. So thank you so much, both of you. Ariana, congrats on Hamilton, by the way. I've watched that so many times. It's insane. So congrats on that. Joelle, and I cannot wait to see more of what you're in. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you.